All right, so we have Manuja on board who secured an All India rank 28 in Clat 2024. First of all, I would like to congratulate you on your fabulous result and getting a seat in your dream college, that is NLS Bangalore. So
Thank you.
how are you feeling, Manuja?
Sir, I'm currently
कैसा लग रहा है?
the first thing I checked was double checked and triple checked my rank, but now I'm very happy.
Okay, so जब फीलिंग क्या थी, मतलब आपने देखा डबल ट्रिपल चेक किया, क्या शुरू से ये एक्सपेक्टेशन थी हमें कि हाँ ठीक है वी विल मेक इट इनटू एनएलएस बैंगलोर बट विद सच गुड रैंक, क्योंकि आपके परफॉर्मेंस तो अच्छे थे मॉक्स में हमेशा से.
I wasn't really expecting endless, but I had that in the back of my mind that I'll probably get into endless. So I don't know if I was dreaming about it, but yes, I felt that I might just end up going there.
You have been taking 2 years coaching regularly with us. You have solved the materials. आप pure guidance में थे उनके हमारे. तो आपको देखो आपके मॉक्स के परफॉर्मेंस हमेशा से अच्छे रहे हैं. क्लास में you were very interactive. तो ये कहीं ना कहीं तो था एनएलएस जो आप बोल रहे हैं एट द बैक ऑफ माइंड एनएलएस पहुंच जाओगे तो पहुंचना ही था. बट जो रैंक था 28 वो समथिंग इट इज मतलब इनक्रेडिबल है ना. तो जैसे जीके की अगर हाँ बताओ बेटा.
I mean, I wasn't really expecting that good of a rank. I was hoping कि enough rank आ जाए NLS में जाने के लिए.
ओके अच्छा एक बात बताओ, जीके एक ऐसा सेक्शन है जिसमें नॉर्मली डिफरेंशिएशन आ जाता है काफी स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में, वो गैप क्रिएट कर देते हैं. But this time GK totally came unexpected, wherein the question, most of the answers of the questions were in the passage itself. It became more of a reading comprehension type questions. So how did you strategize yourself? क्योंकि GK देख करके आपको ये समझ में आ गया होगा कि कहीं ना कहीं हमें दूसरे सेक्शन पे कैपिटलाइज करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि अब ये तो ऐसा सेक्शन है wherein everybody will score. So what was the feeling at that time when you went through the GK section? और क्या स्ट्रेटजी अपनाई आपने?
मैंने जीके फर्स्ट सेक्शन उठाया था व्हेन आई वाज सॉल्विंग द पेपर. सो तभी आई कुड like gauge the paper that this is pretty easy and that I don't have an advantage on GK anymore. So, but I also understood that since we have to read the passage, many people would waste time or like lose out on time because of their reading speed. So I moved to maths later because that was where people would lose time on, as that was sort of lengthy. उसके वजह से I could also focus on my accuracy in the reading sections.
Okay, so आप हमेशा से बहुत अच्छे रीडर हैं. You were always a good reader. You used to read various novels, various genre of passages. तो सबसे पहले आप बताओ, what role did your regular reading habits play in achieving this CLAT result?
I would say reading was my biggest strength through this entire CLAT journey, as I didn't have to work on my reading speed. I didn't have to work on my comprehension. I could focus on my accuracy from the very beginning. That helped, and that also helped me focus on my weaker sections like maths, and also helped in I could give more time to GK. So reading speed was the biggest strength.
So how would you communicate to the students who would be aspiring for CLAT 2024? What role reading plays in your preparation? What should you read? What genre of passages? क्या क्या आपके sources थे पढ़ने के? न्यूज़पेपर कौन सा आप डेली फॉलो कर रहे थे? वैसे तो हमने द हिंदू और इंडियन एक्सप्रेस बोल ही रखा था, आप वो भी फॉलो करते ही होंगे, बट फिर भी आपके क्या है, when you would say probably students will connect more, so I would like to have it from your mouth कि इंग्लिश सुधारने के लिए, रीडिंग स्किल सुधारने के लिए आपने जो किया, प्लीज let them know.
So I would say read anything and everything you get your hands on, because that is important. CLAT is not something that you can expect कि इस बार science का passage आ जाएगा. Like this year we didn't get a passage, but reading is something that you have to take an interest in, as CLAT itself is very reading intensive. Your 5 years journey in law school is going to be very reading intensive, and law as a career is going to be very reading intensive. So this is something you have to take an interest yourself rather than it being forced. Like for me, I didn't read the Hindu at first, but later on, I am now hooked to reading the Hindu. I'm reading it after CLAT also. So that's how it plays a role. You have to take an interest yourself.
Right. तो एक बार बताओ, when because you are a voracious reader, हमें पता है बहुत अच्छी रीडिंग करते हो आप, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं हर एक रीडर में एक ये होता है कि ठीक है, if it comes to this particular area, I am little, I would like to be not very comfortable with it, मैं नहीं पढ़ूं. तो ऐसा कौन सा एरिया था आपके पास? बट देन डिड यू फोर्स योरसेल्फ टू रीड दैट एज वेल? दैट इज व्हाट माय क्वेश्चन इज.
I was not very interested in science and economic passages. So I started reading that, and I basically decided that I'd look at it as a non-fiction passage instead of it being an economics wala passage.
Technical terms, right? Huh.
Yes. So I just thought that maybe this is a fiction, this is a utopian theory of economics, and that helped me gain an interest in that.
तो टेल मी वन थिंग, कितने ऐसे आर्टिकल्स पढ़ने के बाद यू रियलाइज दैट नाउ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद पैसेजेस व्हिच बिलोंग्स टू द जॉनर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स या फिर साइंस? कितने ऐसे आर्टिकल्स पढ़े होंगे?
I can't peg it down to a quantity, but starting I was very hesitant कि economics the end में आने ही नहीं वाला. Then after I changed my mindset about the approach of such passages, I felt that okay, this is something I can do.
Okay, चलो, great. Your weaker section was maths, तो उस पे आपको वर्किंग भी करनी थी, एंड दिस टाइम मैथ्स केम इजी, है ना? सबसे पहले तो अपना स्कोर बताओ, मैथ्स में कितना स्कोर किया?
I got 12 on 12 in maths.
Students, please hear it from her. She was weaker at maths. The weakest section of hers was maths, but then she scored 12 on 12. Okay, 12 on 12. So now, Manuja, how did you work on maths?
So I gave a dummy attempt last year, and I didn't attempt maths at all. So the thing was, I went from 0 in maths to 12, and the biggest thing I would say was practice. I solved 2 to 3 DI sets every day from Jan to November.
Right, very good.
Till the point that maths was a saturation point for me. I wouldn't think that it was a difficult section. It became second nature to do maths. So that helped.
What was the role of your mentors there in Nagpur Center?
They helped me get over my fear. They just kept telling me there are so many people like you who don't attempt maths at all. That is where you have to gain an advantage.
Okay.
And they helped clear all my doubts, which helped a lot.
चलो ठीक है. So what role did the overall study materials in this 2 years of span of time? आपने इतने study material पढ़े ClatPrep के भी, आपने mock solve किए इतने सारे, in fact you must have probably solved 40 mocks of Clat and all. तो और फिर आपने last moment पे जो हमने RBS प्रोवाइड किया था वो आपने सॉल्व किया पूरा. आपको बताना है what role did it play to boost up your preparation?
So ClatPrep study material was always on point, starting from GK to maths, and as I said, I would solve 2 to 3 DI sets every day. So a major part of that was from ClatPrep. The mocks were of really good quality, like they were on the Clat pattern. That helped. And I remember solving the critical reasoning and legal reasoning RBS right before Clat. That helped me get in the zone.
So ये जो आपने जितने भी मटेरियल सॉल्व किए थे और आपने मॉक्स दिए, तो मॉक्स के एनालिसिस आल्सो प्लेज एन इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. सो व्हाट वाज योर स्ट्रेटजी टू एनालाइज? जिस दिन आप मॉक लिखते थे उसी दिन आकर के एनालिसिस करते थे, या उसके नेक्स्ट डे रिजल्ट का वेट करने के बाद आप देते थे? What was your strategy?
Both of it actually. I would start analyzing the mock after half an hour of giving it, and I would also do it after I got the result. My strategy was, if the mock is of 2 hours, you have to give analysis at least 2 hours. You have to dissect the entire paper, look at your strengths, your weaknesses, and focus on what you got wrong and also what you got correct to ensure that you get it correct again.
So jitne mocks aapne likhe, obviously let's say after writing 20 mocks, you would have realized that this is one area which I am the strongest at. And since you were a very good reader, you are always a good reader, तो probably ऐसा ही impression आएगा सबको कि English आपका सबसे strong section था, reading section है, और लीगल भी आपका रीडिंग सेक्शन है. तो ये तीनों रीडिंग सेक्शन है, लेकिन इन तीनों में सबसे स्ट्रॉन्गर एरिया कौन सा था आपका, और आपने बाकी दोनों सेक्शन पे फिर कैसे वर्कआउट किया?
So RC was my strongest section from the very beginning.
Obviously,
but for legal, it became my strongest section very quickly because I was wholly immersed into it. I had this very intensive and expensive legal notes that I would just keep reading. So that helped me make legal my strongest section. Logical reasoning, contrary to popular beliefs, it was my weaker section, like one of my weakest after maths. So I had to work a lot on that.
So whatever takeaways were there from probably the video analysis which you must have went through for the mocks, तो क्या वो takeaways actually were you able to implement in the examination as well?
Yes, I was. It actually helped make my thinking process more accurate rather than just going for the options. I solved so many questions that after a point I could just gauge the answer without even looking at the options. So it became easier for me to solve. It also increased my reading speed and solving speed in that section.
So how did you maintain a balance between your boards preparation and the CLAT preparation?
So I was honestly very casual about boards because CLAT was the thing that mattered the most. But since my stream is humanities, it kind of balanced out between CLAT as most of the subjects I have chosen are complementary to what I studied for CLAT, economics, political science. So that helped out. And CLAT was something I was focusing on right from the beginning.
What do you think that actually 2-3 months of time are more than enough for boards preparation or not, या हमें consistently इसके ऊपर भी वर्कआउट करने चाहिए? Obviously you are a regular, आप स्कूल तो पहले जाते थे लेकिन अभी बीच में आपने स्कूल आपने कम कर दिया था. So please tell your story for 12th, maintaining your school, your preparation and the CLAT preparation. आपने कब ऑफ लिया और कब actually genuinely पूरा फोकस CLAT पे चला गया?
I'll be honest, I started not going to school from August. Which is a good idea because CLAT is what matters, and since CLAT is in December, you get ample time to start studying for boards. Even if you just do the most important question, it helps in boards. I would say devoting your entire time and energy to CLAT is very important. Just as you get rid of other distractions, social media and your friends, so school studies comes in that for CLAT.
Okay, great. A very good takeaway for the students कि देखो सोशल मीडिया और ये सब तो फिर भी बहुत टाइम मिल जाएगा बाद में, सो उसको हटाओ, वो टाइम को यूटिलाइज करो अपने बोर्ड्स प्रिपरेशन के लिए, बाकी क्लैट पे फोकस होना चाहिए. सो इन द लास्ट 3 months आफ्टर ऑगस्ट, आई वुड लाइक टू हैव अ ब्रेकअप ऑफ द टाइम वाइज, सेक्शन वाइज जो आप प्रिपरेशन कर रहे थे, आप किस तरीके से सारे सेक्शंस को बैलेंस करके प्रिपरेशन कर रहे थे?
After August, I started solving sets assignments from all the sections every day. I would give my maximum time to GK, which was like 3-4 hours for GK, and 1 to 2 hours or even more for maths. I would solve. I was pretty proficient in English, even if it was of a more difficult level. So I would just solve one assignment a day, or maybe on alternate days. Legal, I wanted to stay in touch with and capitalize, as that was my strongest section. So I would solve multiple or just one assignment of legal every day. Critical reasoning, I gave more time, 2 to 3 hours, again solving normal CLAT assignment.
Okay. So that means you have given a breakup of almost, I believe, 7 hours to 8 hours का आपका करिकुलम क्लैट का होता था, जिसमें आपने प्योर हर सेक्शन पे अच्छे बैलेंस करते हुए आपने सबको फोकस किया. चलो ठीक है. What message would you like to give to the students who are going to appear for CLAT next year?
I would say taking interest in law as a subject and also CLAT as an exam. This is not something that you just have to mug up and do. This is something you have to want to do. Yes, that would be my biggest message.
Chalo. Thank you so much, Manuja, for being on board. It was really nice to have a conversation, and like the kind of insights you have given to other students, they will definitely get inspiration from it. And I wish you all the very best for your boards exam as well. Hope you come out of flying colors in them as well. Thank you.
Thank you,
all the
sir.
best.